Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. It is wonderful to have you here with me again today. Me and a little fox, maybe Tunic, maybe Ruin Seeker, and we're just having a marvelous time in this game. It's just been like it's truly been like a relaxing, cozy game, right? Like nothing, lightness, bounciness, joy, music. Nothing dark, no shadowy underbelly, no, none of that exists at all. And we've just been opening chests and finding items and abilities and, it's been really nice. It's been really PG. It's been great. Actually, in the last episode, we discovered some things. We went down. we went down below it all. We went down potentially to the root of the earth, and we saw some pretty horrifying things that are very interesting. And as creepy, as spine-chillingly creepy, and probably even more than that, sad, tragic as they are, and as much as they seem to be things that are like hurting my heart, oh my god, I am having such a good time in this game. I'm so sorry if I'm making, our little fox buddy here like do joyful dog puppy spins, right, at something horrible that might be happening to a family member. I don't know. I simply don't really know what's going on, but we've learned a lot. We've learned that there seem to be people, foxes, or souls or energy beings that are being emaciated and captured at an industrial scale, deep down below the earth, deep down below the quarry. And it's not good. I don't know what it's for. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but it's not good. It's not good. And I'm actually really happy that we've come back up. We found a shortcut up to into the far shore and back to the regular world, which might be the what is it called? The canonical realm, what's the word they used? Plane, the canonical plane, maybe. We've come back perhaps to the canonical plane, and it's very nice up here because we can kind of just forget about that and get back to like looking at hooks. And by the way, so at the end of the last episode, we finally managed to get past the very first hook that we came across in the game, but there's another one over here, so I'm going to go there immediately. Oh, I was like, yeah, where are the spiders? Come over here. Spiders are, oh! Huh. They now run away from me. Oh, now they run towards me. Okay, that was interesting. I thought it was because it was so powerful and... Oh. No, but if okay, alright, they just back... Alright, they back away temporarily, but they still attack. Alright. Made me feel sad for a second. I suppose I can still feel sad. Now this is the other hook, but this is a hook that doesn't help me get up. It helps me get to the hook, and that just pulls that poor little guy down here. So it's interesting. Tunic, Fox, does seem to shoot the magic orb, like aim the magic orb in the direction that they're looking, which is interesting. Not the direction I'm pointed to. I know there's something up there. I don't even know what it is. Is it a chest? It looks kind of too pale to be a chest. But I can't target it, and so I don't think I can. What's this hook for then? What's this hook for? What can I do? What can I do but pray? How do I reverse the hook. I just tried hold. I was just like, what if I hold the button? It does nothing. Yeah, no, I'm just playing around with the buttons. I can't. Why would this hook be here? Like, do you end up there and this is a way of getting down? Quite possibly. But how then? I really do have a few mystery areas here, don't I? Let me have another go. Hang on. Are you looking at... Yeah. No, I cannot. How do I get down here? So... I would really... I'm trying to see if I can get the camera to zoom out a little bit more, because actually, is there more land beyond this corner at the bottom? I'm just trying to consider what are the possible ways for me to get down there. I'm so sure that I have tried all of these. Just orbing all over the place just in case there's something for it to grab. It's not as simple. Oh my god, it's as simple as that. What? I'm so sure that I tried this when I was here before. I probably came from this direction and so I hit the edge. There we go. Thank God I just gave this another try. I would have hit the edge and gone, oh, there's no way down there. Cool. Well, what is this that I've missed out on for the entire game? It's coin! Oh my god, coin. Amazing. Well, that saves me 1,000 buckaroos, 1,000 buckazoids. Excellent. So good, because in the last episode I've also, I think, figured out a little bit more about how the whole coin and well system works in relation to cards. So actually, we have 2 more coins, and I think that might be... I wonder why you guys stand here looking at the smashed maybe door. Dunno. Have I tried? Have I? Surely I've been here and done this. I must have. Okay, can I... If I go through here, I can get back to the well, can't I? Yep, I can get back to the well from here. Great. So I think that if we use these 2 coins, and God knows what else it's doing, I don't know what other consequences there might be to all of this. However... I was going to say smash, I'm not smashing, I'm slicing. However, it does seem like over here. It does seem like I kind of just want to cut all of this grass, that's what I'm... Getting a little bit of extra jam as well. It does seem like doing... Have I definitely checked all of this? Probably. Yeah, it seems like being able to use more cards is, you know, regardless of anything else that happens, it's going to be a thing that's going to help me with some of these harder fights, like this boss that we're going to be dealing with when we go back down to the ziggurat. Oh, this seemed like it might be a secret for a second there. We are looking up. Oh, it's at you. Okay. Cool. Slice, slice, slice. Yeah, because I could imagine that when I was here originally I was distracted by the enemies. Let's do it! A wish. 2 wishes for the wish eater. Blue light and hexagons come out. That's 5, and this will be the 6th that I am anticipating will get us a new slot. A new icon slot, I think. It was called something like that in the manual. Cool. 3 cards. How about that? How about freaking that? Let's do it. Nice. And we've still got over 1,000 gems, so I could also head to the other shop in the West Garden and get another potion. And already we are so much more powerful than we were in the last episode. This is the one from memory that is... Oh, I was like holding A and it wasn't praying. I was like, what? Something's changed. Yeah, this is the one that doesn't connect to anything. Oh, well, had to have a go. It's like, what if I could orb this? Have I definitely tried? Like, what if we can walk to, you know, off the screen? Nope. There must be, I don't know. I don't know if that one is just there for, like, kind of storytelling reasons or what. Interesting. There's probably more to explore here, to go back to and, you know, find, I don't know, be able to do more things. But those were definitely the things that were on my mind. Excellent. You're up there. So I think from memory, if I go this way, we get back to the... Oh no, that just brings us up here where there was a chest. That's right. Still, where am I? I am... Okay, alright, I'm there. I get it. Interesting that we sort of... I wonder if we will be able to get across little gaps at some point. What are you looking at there? Hang on here. Hey. What are you looking at? What you looking at? You're looking sort of straight down. Now you're not. Why? Why? You're looking straight down there. So is there a way in? Yeah, hang on. I'm just trying to see where they turn their head. Here a little bit. Where would I even be going in? It seems to imply that there's something inside. Does this platform... Look, oh my god, we're fully turning our head to look down there. It's kind of weird. Okay, now I'm very curious. Oh, what would it be? There could just be a hidden door somewhere. That could need to be prayed open. Pried open. I mean, this doesn't look too different to the place where we're so sure, like that thing just to the right of the mountain door. It's sort of, when I go there in person, it sort of looks like this. But then again, there's just so many things that look like that. But I don't know what to do with it. I may not be able to do anything with it. That may be the answer. Okay. Alright, interesting, but I'm not really sure what to try, and I might not have the ability to do whatever it is yet. But I'm a curious... Did I look over here? Oh, that really looked like an obvious thing I had missed. Okay, guess not. That brings us to where we fought the guard. And there's just his little buddy now. It's another unusually long load time. It's also unusually quiet in here. It's probably because it's just before you find the bell, I think, right? Maybe. Yeah, we get this magic glowy blue floor, which I think is around the other bell as well, and is also around the shrine, like the first shrine we came across in the game. Interesting. Did I go down here? Oh my god. That's why you go back. That's why you go back to places. You know what I'm going to try? Just because it's an interesting position, right? It's an interesting position. Okay. Experimenting pays off sometimes. And then there was this area over here. I don't think there was anything I remember like we could see the area across that we've now been to. Might as well cut all of this grass now. Yeah, like surely, look at that. Surely that means we're going to be in the water somehow. Maybe we get a little boat. Maybe we get a little boat. I could get over to that area. Do I want to though? Sure. Hey. I guess I can have a little look over here. There's a well. Ah, there's a shop here. Ah. There is a shop here, so maybe this is where I can like buy another potion. That works. That works. Am I attempted to get through all of this stuff down here? It's quite difficult here to see where my little shadow is going. Cool. I'm back in a hole in time. Do you live here, or do you just... Maybe when I walk in, there's a sort of an inaudible bell rings, and the shopkeep kind of comes from wherever it is that they come. You have a coin. You don't. Maybe I've already bought the potion here, or maybe you didn't have a potion. I can't remember. That's okay. No worries. I'll be back. Because I'll definitely buy that coin at another point. But I think it's So at this point, let's just take a look at the actual page, which is here. We've now fulfilled 2 and 3, but I now need 4 more coins to be able to get another card slot. So that's many coins. That's many coins. So there's no point in it's just not useful to use our money on a coin now. It's immediately useful to use our money for a potion. Yeah, I just feel like looking at that, like we need to be able to get in the water. Did not need to do that. Did not need to do this. I find these flowers still suspicious. Oh, I can get this chest now. In fact, can I... Oh, try again. Come on, you can do it. Oh, we're too far. Alright, hang on. How do I get to that? How do I get over there again? Is it... This will lead me there, surely. Yes. Excelente. Cleaning them up. Thank you, Orb. Oh, nice. I think that's 2 out of 3? 2 out of 3. Bam. Even managed to remember that. What other secrets are there for me to clean up? Here's something I'm very interested in. There was that secret, weird Twin Peaksy room here, right? I want to see if the guy is back. Hello? Have you oh no, it's dark. No, he's back. Okay, I feel so much better. I feel so much better. If I don't know what's going on here, but at least if it's returned to normal, cool. I feel so much better. I mean, still seems very dark and sad for this one. What is this? What is this? If I use the orb here, all I'm going to do is pull them up to me. I'm not going to be able to get down there. I wasn't aiming for them. I just wanted to press the button. How totally interesting. Someday I will figure that out. Cool. All right. I'm really glad. I'm really glad they're back. I'm really glad they're back. In part because it just means that if there's something else for me to do there, I haven't ruined it forever. All right. Awesome. 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 I'm kind of just like doing a bit of a walk around to try and like remember things for myself. I've got all of these new abilities now, you know, can I use them in some way? Will I remember places to, you know, like places I might be able to reach now? Interesting little vantage point. I know I've looked everywhere up here a lot. Don't know why I did that, sorry, but it worked out fine for me, not for you. What if I were to do that into a waterfall and grab on something? That would be cool. Hang on, what are you looking at? Are you just looking at the... you're probably just looking at the tuning forks up here. Yeah. You know, I've talked... Oh, okay. I've talked a bit about, like, my theories about, like... And I feel really good about it, that there's a lot of... Hang on. Whoa. Let's look on the other side. Whoa. Hang on. Let's get the full effect. Whoa. So cool. I've talked a lot now about how I think there are things in the manual like this that are to do with the golden path all over the place. Here, 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 here. And I'm wondering if these patterns that are on these doors are also to do with the golden path, right? Because a lot of the bits of the golden path seem to have a lot of the bits of what I think is the golden path seem to have these sorts of shapes and 90-degree angles and things in them. Maybe these things are very, very gold, right? So maybe they have a relationship, but I don't know what that relationship is yet. However, this is the perfect point for us to, let's go and do a little bit of learning, a little bit of translation. I've got some things I'm super keen to work on, and I can also show you a little bit of extra thinking I've done. Sorry, that was me moving something around the microphone. I can show you a little bit of extra thinking I've been doing about the golden path. Let's go! Okay, and we're back in the workshop space. So this is what I was talking about. I did this very briefly just between this episode and the last, because I was having a think at some point about this whole golden path thing, and I thought, you know, what I've got to do is just collect all of these pieces on the same page, and, you know, and then it's a place for me to sort of begin thinking about this in a different way, rather than having all of these bits and pieces on different pages. Maybe seeing them together will kind of, you know, help my brain think about things from a different perspective, or see some different connections. I mean, for one thing, I've definitely noticed, you know, oh, by the way, I don't think I did mention this when I was talking about the golden path, but I have definitely since then realized, because this was on my mind a lot, I was like, this is a map. This is a map. So as soon as I sort of, just remembered it existed, I was like, oh, that's definitely, like, yeah, look at this, that, this, it's got these little bits in it. It's definitely got to be all related, right? It's got to be all related. And this as well. Sorry, this isn't the best color to be doing this in on gold. That's how I get color. Remember how to use your own software, Rebecca? Yeah, so there's bits of this. This is also not a very good color. Let's hang on. None of these colors are really great for everything. That's a bit better though. You've got bits of this that have these little, I don't know, little markers in them that I don't know if they're markers about something that exists along these pathways, but there's at least these 3 that have them. Others are just seem to be a length of path, like this one, as far as I can tell, in the background of these pages seems to go, I'm guessing a little because we can't see all of the parts of it, but it seems to sort of go like that. This one, oh, this actually as well has another little bit that goes like that. Yeah, and then that's across. That bit seems to go like that. And then we have this one here that seems to go like that. I don't know how, I simply don't know what this is or how to use any of these things yet, and that's fine. Like, maybe I'm just not at that point yet, but like, yeah, it's just good that I have them collected here so I can have a think about these aspects of it. You may have noticed that I have these here as well, because as I was putting these things here and literally, going page by page to make sure I was collecting all of the pieces together that I recognized, or that I suspect anyway, I saw this again and I went, oh, hang on, all of a sudden now, these suddenly strike me as perhaps having a relationship to the description of the golden path that we have on page 21, the like hints and tips page. And it says, look to the stars, and to page 49, which we don't have yet. But it's got these stars here. And one thing that's notable about these stars is that there is one big one and 4 smaller ones around it that do seem to have like a little light, shiny path between them. So I don't know if that's also path, but either way, one big star and multiple smaller ones seems an awful lot like these. It's very messy. Like these to me, and like this. So I've put these here as well. I don't know what that means, but I can imagine. This is the first thing, in fact, that I have been able to imagine might have a relationship to these dots. And it feels right to me. Like the one characteristic they all have is many small ones, one big one. Many small ones, one big one. So yeah, that's as far as I've come, but like this is just helping to get the brain going. All right, what I wanted to do with you here in our magical little makerspace today is we've got a new little text here. I have so much text still to get through, but I want to do it just like bit by bit, right? I definitely want to read what this one says, and I can already see quite a lot of it straight away, because I am just starting. Not starting. I have been continuously getting more and more familiar with the characters. So let's get into it. So this is as we now know. Now I can see that this is K and N. And actually, because I literally, not that long ago, I'm just checking, wrote this down in my little notebook. Where is it? Yeah. This is This is Queen. Oh my god, you're a queen. I've already learned something fascinating. Are you the queen, or is this saying something else about a different queen? I think this is a queen. That's really hilarious given the outfit that they're wearing. Amazing, so appropriate. The queen of... Now this entire ziggurat seems to me like a nightclub. The queen of... I think this is those. I'm just going to double check, but that... Yep, that is indeed the though from those. The queen of those, and I know this one very well now. Who... I really like it. Who... Something K. This one... I might actually have to look up. I don't immediately know it, but let's just go on for the time being, because we're on a roll. The... Something... Oh, sorry, no. The something Z sound. No, it is NZ. I was right the first time. Who... the... Do I know this? I might have to look this one up as well. Okay, doesn't immediately come to mind. Of this what? We're so close. And land? Not sure. Alright, so I think I've got 3 I've got to look up here, and I'll see if I have them. I'm just gonna pause while I do it. Okay, I don't think that I have these 2, but I do have this one. It was exactly what I was guessing, land. So that's great. We've at least got that. The other 2, I mean, I guess this helps me get on the way of finding these characters, so this is useful. This shape here is on other... this is often on... There's many that have this, you know, it's often a D sound or a H sound or an L sound. There's quite a few that it appears on, or TH, so it's a lot of possibilities for this one. This one so far, with what I have, is often on F sounds or G sounds, and I'm just saying we're not going there. It's not going to be that, so put that thought away. The queens of those who... I mean, it just works, right? It just works. Look at this outfit. I don't know. Maybe it's like... I would actually guess, if I just looked at this sentence, that it was something like, and knowing the context here, right? The queen of those who work the mines of this land. However, I do already have a character for work because I have were from the word world, and it's not that, but I don't know. That's that. That's that. Now, finally, I wanted to have a first go at this. One of the reasons why I haven't wanted to tackle these really amazing pages that have a lot of text is because I wanted to accumulate more characters so that we could have a better chance at going through this, you know, more successfully together. However, given everything that we've learned, I'm just very, very, very keen to have a first go at this. So let's do it and see how it goes. The easiest way for me to do this, to have somewhere to write this, is to that's a bit too big, is to just create a block here that I can write in. That is too much to have a block here that I can write into, so we'll have to cover up all of the good art. I'm sorry, but let's do it. Let's do it. Excellent. Okay. I've at least come far enough that I think I'm better at getting more words faster. Now, a long, long time ago. Give me the history. I'm ready. I'm ready. Now this one is there. That's right. And that's a perfect way to begin a story a long, long time ago there. Let's go a little bit let's actually go a little bit smaller. There we go. There. There. Lived. I can see that. There lived a civilization of Oh, it's already so exciting. Of what? Of what? It's the civilization of great what? What were the great things? Power. Oh, it's great power. Okay, I recognize that. I've seen that word a lot. Cool. All right, good start. That's a very, very solid start of a story of this nature. There lived a civilization of great power. Well, it would have to have been, because my God, the things I've seen, it would have to have been a civilization of great power. This one is they. Cool. All of my lovely the words. They. That's built. Yep, that's the bit from bits, and I know the rest really well. They built. This is how I would sort of expect this to go. They built a. This first one is almost familiar to me. Is it like a se or something? Hang on. Ah, yes. Se or it's the I actually have this one written down as se or si because it's from passage, and it's sort of sit. They built a. It's city. Yeah, I can already see that second letter is going to be that is T. It's going to be city. Yep, it is T. City. They built a city, and they built a city and 2 down arrows. I know this is we, and it ends in Do I have 2 down arrows? There's so many characters that are based on various combinations of arrows. 2 up arrows is the. I have a bit of a feeling that I may not have yet 2 down arrows. I've got close in the T from stick, but it's not a down arrow at the top. So why even mention it, Rebecca? Why even mention it? I don't think I have down arrow. Can we have a bit of a guess? They built a city and within. I would guess within. Wouldn't you? Within. Do I really not have... I probably don't have that specific sound. The? Well, if 2 up arrows is the, 2 down arrows, I'm putting it down. I'm putting it down, everybody. I think this is within. And I think I got myself a new character. I'm very pleased with it. I love getting a TH character. And within... I think I know what that one is. Hang on, because I think that. Yep. Oh. You see how valuable the THs are? Oh my goodness. So much progress. And within that city... They built... Oh, this is so good. Thank you. The design of the way that the written texts have been constructed to sort of give you either similar words or very, very different words is so fascinating. That city, they built... I have to make it at least a little bit neat. What did they build? They built something that ends in S. What is this is my Pac-Man. What is Pac-Man with 2 lines? Pac-Man with 2 lines. Not poor. It's very close to poor. It's the Pat from Palace. Is this Palace? That's probably Palace. Yep, that's the let from Village Palace. They built a palace. This is so interesting because we've seen the mention of the palace in relation to the West Garden. The West Garden is meant to be the western edge of the palace. I don't... Yeah, I guess my main thing is thinking, do they mean immediately to the east of the West Garden is where this palace was meant to be? But it doesn't feel right. If you look at the overworld map, it doesn't feel right. I would guess that really what it's meant to be is the sealed temple. I reckon the sealed temple is probably meant to be the palace, but I'm not sure. It's a bit odd to try and if it's not the sealed temple, it's a bit odd to sort of conceptualize where a palace actually went, you know? Because the center of the overworld, I'm guessing that's sort of meant to be the old village, right? Anyway, they did something else that was similar to building, but not... No, that's LD. Hang on, hold. They hold? I think that's hold. I actually think I can look that up really quickly by going to my... Oh no, it's not hold. It's something else. Let's get this down. Alright. What is this character? Does it start with a D sound? Or an L sound? Heh. They held. It's very close to hold. They held. That's not Ray, is it? No. It's got the same top as... Ray I recognize all the time because this is quite an unusual top part of a character. It's not Ray, but is it then... Yep, got it. It's the Say from safe, and the rest makes it sacred. They held sacred They held something sacred. What did they hold sacred? They held... Is that C? That's C. That's C. They held sacred secrets. I got it. Secret legend. They held sacred the secrets of... The sacred secrets of what? Of the Holy Cross. Of the Holy Cross. And... Alright, this one's going to be a little bit more complicated. I can always remember what this first one is. Then that, then S, and then I think that's like a T or something. D. Okay. Let me look up if I have these characters. Okay, I do have both of those bits, and it is lay and ner. So I think it's like it's the lay from blade, and what I have written down is ner. So maybe it's planar, even though that's not how I would pronounce that, but I'm just thinking about the canonical plane. I don't know. Planar. The planar something of something. The yeah, I'm gonna have to look this one up as well. I don't immediately recognize enough. Alright, got most of it. I know that this character here is Cha. I don't yet know this one, but maybe this is how I'll figure it out or be able to guess it. And I know that this is reality. This is re backwards la, the same la that we used before in land. This is the T from stick, backwards it, E, reality. Which makes so much sense, because I guess what we're saying is this is a civilization that Nature. It's probably nature. They understand the planar nature of reality. Nature. Maybe I do have this. I'm putting that down. I'm putting it down. They understand the planar nature of reality. Cool. Actually, I don't. Let me undo that. They understand the planar nature of reality. And whatever the secrets of the Holy Cross are, they, I love recognizing they. Interesting. I think this probably involves V sounds, maybe. They, that's an N and that's a D. That first one is a V. Hang on. It's a, I can do this. So sure I have this. V. Oops. V, this is a V. They ven. Look, it's not venerate. We've seen venerate. It's not venerate. They, well, whatever it is, they do it to the far shore. Great. Got that one. They ventured? Oh my god. Yeah, it probably is. It looks like a ch sound. It is. It's ventured. It's the same ch. They ventured to the far shore. No, full stop. Ventured. Isn't this cool? Isn't this fun? They ventured to the far shore and is what I was expecting. And something power. I recognize power quite quickly. That is, I've seen this word a bunch, and no, of course it's from. That's why I've seen this a bunch, and they got. It's probably not got. I don't have this character, I don't think, but I'm gonna guess it's sought. They sought power. No, I got excited because I thought I did have it, but I was thinking of sa from some. No, so I'm gonna put it down as sought. And I think that's a new character for me. They sought power from... Who or what did they seek power from? Find out on the next step. No. And sought power from the... From the... I think that's pay from page. I'm thinking space. Pay, that is pay from page. So, spay. That I think is sa or si. Passage, that's the same one from passage. Spaces. From the spaces. Aha. Oh my god, I'm already looking at this and going spaces between, spaces between. Yes. Yes, that's between, spaces between. Oh, so cool. The spaces between. Oh my god. Most interesting. What am I doing? Spaces between. The spaces between. That's very interesting. The spaces, they ventured to the far shore, so the far shore itself is not the space between, and sought power, sought power from the spaces between. the spaces between the two realities, between the canonical plane and the far shore. But then why would you go to the far shore to go between the far shore and where you were? Surely we're saying this is within the far shore. That's freaking interesting. They understood the planar nature of reality. How many planes are there? How many planes are there? The spaces between... The spaces between what? Okay, shall we keep going? Shall we keep going? Let me just create a little bit of space here to see this properly. Cool. Oh my god, we're finding out a lot of interesting, vague, but you know, vague but specific enough to give us a bit of an outline of, yeah, like what kind of history we're dealing with here. This framework of a foundational narrative to this game, or to at least to parts of what's going on here. Okay. I can already see that this is as is usual. This one sticks in my mind because I was very excited to learn it recently. As is usual. N. For a second I was going, it's really obvious. I've known this one for ages, but I was like, it's end without the d. Yeah, it's N. As is usual, N makes sense because this is a reverse character, so it will begin with a vowel sound. So I know this ends in ing. This one here, these are all reverse sounds, which is interesting. This one here is ru, right? Ru from ruins. So ru, Let's just put That's not, it's not alluring, is it? It is, it freaking is alluring. Probably power, right? Power is alluring. And alluring... this one is... I feel like I should absolutely know this one without looking it up. Shared with a gem. Bottom. Low. That's the low from below, but backwards. And old. That's it. An old, an alluring old, an alluring old. Okay, I realized what I've done. I did miss the word power. An alluring old power, and this is the what from one, so was this something discovered. Probably discovered. And that indeed looks like a verb. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to, you know, break this apart afterwards for myself and check if I have all of these letters, but I feel confident enough that is discovered. An alluring old power was discovered. That sounds like trouble, and I bet it was the power to defy death. I bet you anything it was probably that, right? Which sounds bad. It just, there's no story that involves somebody discovering something like this and it's a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's not, you know, that's the universal message in stories, right? Don't defy death, like in such a, don't use a great power or something really unnatural to defy death. Just, you know, it don't work out well. Anyway, let's find out what happened. Did it go well? That is an L and a Z sound at the end there. Let's just make a little bit of movement before I go back to that. And that is an L sound and an F. I have a feeling I either totally know what this character is, or it's something I've looked at a bunch, so I think it might be something I want to know. And that always makes this, if it is, that always makes this very exciting, because this could be my chance to find out if it's something I've been searching for. Okay, I do actually have this one. It's se. So this is self, and I don't have this character here, but they are extremely similar, and I know that the rest says fossils. So I would just, I don't know, first thing that comes to my mind is fossils, and that would mean the fossils and se sound similar, so I'm going to go with that for now. Might not be correct, and I'm going to mark that as a potentially new one. Fossils of self. That's very strange. I mean, self in terms of like echo of self. The old, fossils of self, do you mean like, is it like the bodies of generations of heroes? Something like that? Okay. Fossils of self. That is un. That is Lee. I know Lee, but it's backwards, so unealed. Annealed. 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 I am not quite picking up what this one is putting down. I might have something wrong there. I'm going to put that in for the time being. Maybe it'll click. Annealed. 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 Unleal, anneal, annealed, annealed, unyield. I don't know. I don't know. Let's move on. You saw nothing. And this is something of the. That starts with F of the something. Okay, let me do a little bit of lookup. Okay, I got there with this one. Visions. This is the V from village. Visions of the, and this is you, our famous you, and that makes that actually future. Visions of the future. Makes perfect sense. I can't make sense of this one, and I don't know if I'm being daft, but I just keep going, annealed, annealed, annealed. I don't know what it is. I would think reveal, if this is fossils of self, revealed visions of the future, but it's not revealed. Revealed visions of the future, annealed, unyield. Annealed. I gotta move on from it. I'll walk away from this, it'll click, and I will feel so silly. I will feel so silly. Anyway, I'll get there. It's just probably got to pronounce it in some different ways, or recheck my assumptions here. But that's un, man. That's the same un as right here, right? It's exactly the same. It's the un from understand. That is Lee that I've seen a billion times, and that's duh. So that's un. Eel, Lee, Eel, annealed, anneal. No, we walk away. This is also so familiar, I should know that off by heart. N, that's N from enter. Entombed. I think when you say that word, it encourages a little bit of flair, right? Visions, that was visions of the future, comma. Entombed and, oh, this is so exciting. Entombed and, I should know this one right here off by heart. So sure I've had this for a long time. cast. Is it cast? It's the cat from can, which I would pronounce ca. Cast. Entombed and... Let's just put that for now. Entombed and... Cast. Like entombed and encased? Entombed and cast? Entombed and cast? I don't know. Into... Oh, sorry, cast, alright, so it's cast. Cast into, entombed and cast into... What have they been cast into? Every word is so exciting. Cast into something or other, and something. Okay, I gotta do a bit of looking up. I think I have that one there. Okay, I have a couple of these, enough to know that it's kofa, and eed, but that's not really much for me to guess on. Again, maybe I'll have a little bit of think about this and something will click. What would you be entombed and cast into aside from the fire? Entombed and cast into, and it's probably, everything here is extremely poetic, right? So that's sort of the thing that's one of the things that can make it very hard to guess. It's probably, given the context here, something quite poetic or unexpected. So I'll have a think about that. Anyway, missing a couple of those characters. Hello A. Lee again. See? Lee. Lee, now that's one of those weird ones that is probably a V or a J, a V word. In fact, that is the va of ever. A lever. A lever? Maybe? A lever in the... Oh, this... Can I just say, if they mean an actual lever... Are we talking about something kind of concrete here? Or do you mean a metaphorical lever? A lever in the... A lever in the... this is ka again. That's an N word. That is... That one is... Is it no? A lever in the canonical... Got it. A lever in the canonical plane. Canonical plane. Plane. A lever in the canonical plane. A lever in the canonical plane. Is that T? Two. Total. That's the to from total. It's the... Is it the to or the t from total? Store, and that is... What's this one? What is this one? Good question, me. A store. Okay, interesting. I'm very interested in this lever. What if it's an actual lever? Huh. All right. I've got to look up whether I have that sound, but I want to read on already. A something of... Is that... It's an F sound. That there is te, the te from instead. 10. This is an extremely strange one there. Hang on. Te. I was just double checking for myself that that is that one there, this one here does look kind of like some, what could be a T word, it could be a V or a Z. Okay, I don't think I think the conclusion is I don't have it. And that's an L. Potential. Yeah, that's why it's a weirdo. It's a ch. I'm so sure this is, I'll double check afterwards, but I'm... So a lever in the canonical plane is something of potential. I'm going to go potential, and I'll check those afterwards. Something of potential. So a lever in the canonical plane. Dunno. Let's finish off. More might be revealed. This one is that per? That's per. And that's, hang on here. Is that, I'm just double checking, is that per? Are you per? You do look like per. You do look like per. And that... Ha. Ha? That does look like ha. Per ha. Perhaps. Got it. Right, now it makes sense as a word. I think I was trying to imagine it as purpose or something. Perhaps. Well, look, book. If you don't know, I don't know. Most likely. Perhaps it is... I was going to say perhaps it is the power to defy death, right? But perhaps it is, but these are other words, right? Perhaps it is the something, comma, the power to defy death. Perhaps it is the... That's place, maybe. Okay, got it. No, it was rye. So this is the rye from try. It is the prize, and that is fabled. Perhaps it is the fabled prize. Perhaps it is the fabled prize, the power to defy death. Okay, we don't have everything here, but that's a pretty dang solid start. And I'm glad that I've waited as long as I had to do this, because that's why I was able to do most of this without too much trouble. There's a few kinks to work out, but I think generally speaking, they lived a great power, a great civilization. There was a civilization of great power. They built a city, and within that city, they built a palace. They held sacred the secret of the Holy Cross, which we don't know. And they understand the planar nature of reality. They ventured to the far shore and saw... I bet that was bothering some people. In fact, it's bothering me that I've done that D so badly. They ventured to the far shore and sought, most likely, power from the spaces between. I love this. My favorite phrase in the whole thing. As is usual, an alluring old power was discovered. It is certainly common. I think maybe fossils of self, but I might come up with a different word for this. Annealed visions of the future, some kind of visions of the future, entombed and cast into something or other in something else. A lever in, I'll double check this one, but I think a lever in the canonical plane, I will figure this out. Maybe a story? No, it would be re. I don't know. Something of potential. Perhaps it is the fabled prize, the power to defy death. But we don't really know, is it? I mean, although they're going, maybe it is, and very suggestive, they don't know. They don't know. It could be, but it could also have been something else, right? It could also have been something else. Okay, I was just having I didn't want to quite leave this without double checking if I had this character or not. And everything about it seems like it's a single sound, actually. Like it looks the way that many of the single sounds look, like k and s and, you know, v, etc. And I don't have it, but I'm guessing actually from the beginning, it could be R. Is probably one of the only single sounds that I don't yet have here, which is really interesting that I've come this far without But I guess most things that end in can be expressed through a vowel sound. They can be implied. Whereas this is a hard sound. It may be in kind of more of an American accent. I would just say, so if this is what I'm guessing. I'm guessing that this is the word store, a store of potential, which makes sense in a lot of ways. A store of potential, where potential is stored, right? Whatever we're talking about. And whatever it is, it's in the canonical plane, and it's a lever. I really, really think that's a lever in the canonical plane, a store of potential. Perhaps it is the fabled prize, the power to defy death. Now, what I cannot help thinking, now that I've come up with this, apart from how cool it is that I think I've just found the sound is, what if this is not just a place where potential is stored, but what if it's bear with me everybody, what if it's the actual store? What if it's the actual store with our storekeeper? Because it is a freaking hole in time with a giant skeleton running it and nothingness around it. And it is in the canonical plane. And would it be a fossil? Well, it's sort of like a living spirit skeleton, isn't it? The shopkeeper. And are they hang on, sorry, are they they're multiple shops? Are they multiple shop? I've never even thought about this. Are they multiple different shopkeepers, or is it the same one that kind of appears through space and time, but with different wares in different locations? This is extremely interesting. I really want to figure out what these words here are. How interesting. Look, I don't think that's a crazy theory. It may well be an incorrect theory completely, but I wouldn't put it past this game to make the stores that are within a hole in time and nothing blackness and run by a giant spirit skeleton to actually be something to be connected to the power to defy death. Maybe the power to defy death is simply that you can buy items that help extend your life, right? Maybe that's all it is. It's just this whole thing is about the store and the fact that you can buy nice items there. I would love that. That would be great. Okay, but I think we'll leave this there. What is the secret of the Holy Cross? Man, there's a lot of interesting ideas here. All right, I'm going to enjoy chewing on these. Cool. All right, and on that note, we're gonna, here's what I'd like to do with the rest of the episode. Let's go and do, I've been taking like a long sort of meandering route, doing a lot of exploring. Oh, hey, Pixie. Oh, he was on the desk, he's jumped off. I've been taking a long meandering route to the West Garden. So let's head there now. Up, down we go. And let's spend up big. Let's spend our money. Healing, please. Thank you. Or renewal, really. Okay. It is best way, I think, is to go via Bell. Such a cool sound. Down, down, down. Scamper, scamper, scamper. Oh my god. So interesting. One of the things I really love, and one of the reasons why I'm really relaxed about taking on a lot of the pages sort of, you know, bit by bit when I feel like it's good to kind of dig into it a little bit more, is that it's both revealing and not revealing in most cases. Like, and that's like occasionally you find something like really concrete and it's amazing. But I think like a lot of the time what you find through the translations is suggestion. Sort of like a really deliciously vague suggestion. Is this the lever in the canonical plane? Are you maybe? Could you be? Could you be? Oh, I thought that I had not bought a potion here. My mistake. It's not this one. Oh, well, hello. You know, I've had some interesting thoughts about you and maybe what's going on here, but I don't really know, you know, what it means or whether any of it's true, but I just wanted to let you know that I was thinking about you. I think about you a lot, and I think about you in different ways. You know? Platonic. Like, nothing weird. Just, well, I say nothing weird. It could be a little bit weird. Maybe you're connected to the spaces between and you're some kind of important lever or power, or I don't know, or maybe you're just a shopkeeper. Anyway, alright, it's not that shop. I'm so sure that there's a store. Where else do we have stores? I'm so sure. We've been back in that one. And I don't think that one had the potion. Could it be in the ruined atoll? Hang on. Well, hang on. I don't even need to look at the map. I mean, I know where the one in the ruined atoll is. Yeah, best to go this way back, I suppose. Maybe. Or maybe I can imagine that I would have bought the one in the ruined atoll, actually. Maybe there is no other potion for me, or maybe it is. And of course, just, you know, you might know. I'm sure that you know the answer to this, but that's okay. Just let me let me not know. Let me not know. I will get there eventually. It could be. Was there a shop in the quarry? Was there a shop in the quarry? Quite hang on, I need to go here first. I'm working out my new shortcuts now. I don't know why I went the long way around, but it worked out. Oh, can I, hang on, can I not get across from here? How silly. Now everything is attacking me. No, I can only come back from this way. Oh, silly. Can I get... we just take the ladder. You don't need a fancy way, Rebecca. You just take the ladder. Take the ladder from here. We're actually going to go around here. And once again, I'm definitely not going to harm my little friend here. You know who has the power to defy death? It's this little thing, because I'm never going to hurt it, ever. Ever. I'm never going to hurt it. It's not going to happen. Here we go. Shopkeeper. Which side was shopkeeper on? Do I have to be on the other side to find them? I think I probably do. I'm just trying to remember exactly where the entrance is. I can't see. Let's try. Yes. Hello? What do you have? I have... Oh, there's also no potion here. I probably bought it. Or there was never one to begin with. Okay. Alright. Look. At least I've eliminated most of them, and I probably just have to have a think about where the other ones are. But we'll leave it here in one of my favorite spots with absolutely some of my favorite music. Thank you so much for watching. We had another big go at translation in a very, very important page with many, many interesting, exciting reveals. And I'm excited to think about this more and to also work, to work out what some of those words I'm unsure of are, and to go on and do some more in the next episode. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. We're going to be doing it then, and we may well head back to boss, to the queen of the underground after this, and have another go with a bit more power, a bit more ability, and just generally being refreshed by being all out here in the loveliness, all out here. I mean, I know this is like ruined and something terrible has happened here, but it is just really actually very nice and calming for me. I love it here. Really nice. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thanks for coming on this journey with myself and Little Fox, maybe Tunic, Ruin Seeker, etc. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.